Welcome back to another edition of Christopher's Kitchen. Now, from time to time, we like to take you to other countries, show you some interesting recipes you may not have thought of, but this one seems pretty common, but has somewhat of a French twist to it. Christopher.
This is one of my favorite dishes when I was in the south of France. This is moule meunier, they call it. It's spelled kind of funny, but it's steamed mussels with a white wine butter sauce, the great French bread, and the sauce is just as good as the mussels. If you don't like mussels, kick those, no, don't do that. They're great. Kick those aside and just dip that bread in the sauce. People love it that way. So the main thing I want to show you is mussels. This is the kind of mussels we use here. I'm going to show you how to use them and clean them. First of all, whenever you get them out of the bag, they should smell like great fresh seawater. I mean, like the best beach you've ever been to, just a nice fresh seawater. They should be relatively clean. And a lot of times mussels have what we call a beard. There's that little piece of fiber you just peel off just like that. You just make sure you take off. Also, one thing you're looking for in the mussels, you make sure that they're not open. Okay? Now, if they're open like that, it's dead. Okay? So you want to throw that away. Now, I've checked through these this morning, and these are all fresh. Got a little bit of beards on them. We've trimmed those a little bit, and also wash them in nice fresh water. So now these mussels do get steamed. Okay? So I like to start with a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of butter, and we've got a nice amount of shallots and some garlic. Okay. Let's get that going there. And I'm going to add my mussels right away. And once I put the mussel in here, I'm not going to mess with this too much. Okay. Just going to toss it around a little bit. Just like that. And then I'm going to add some white wine and let these suckers steam. Okay? Nice amount of white wine, just like that. This is what's making our sauce here. And you want to just cover that. And if you don't have another pan, you can use, no, you take that, sorry. You can use foil or something like that. We're just going to let those steam. And when they come open, whenever they open, they're done. So these are getting real close. I don't want to stir them too much because the meat from those mussels will fall out, and I'd like all the mussels to stay in the shell. That makes a better presentation and people don't have to hunt for them. But I do want to make sure that they're getting a little bit rotated there. Now I'm ready, so I'm going to leave that juice in there. I'm kind of straining them out a little bit. I'm going to add my mussels right here, and I'm going to look at this liquid and taste it and make sure that it's fantastic. Now I'm going to hold my mussels here warm just for a moment while I'm reducing the sauce a little bit. I'm going to get that a little bit further reduced. And I'm going to finish with fresh butter, tomatoes, a few tomatoes, like that. Get that up to a boil. Going to taste for a little salt and pepper. Okay, we're going to just finish with a little butter, make a nice rich sauce to pour right back over those mussels. Now I'm slowly mixing that butter in. The reason I'm shaking that pan is because if I just let the butter sit there and melt, it'll separate. What I'm doing is creating an emulsion. So I'm stirring that liquid around. You could do that with a whisk also if you didn't feel comfortable stirring the pot. But I don't want butter on top and this wine on the bottom. I'm making one emulsified sauce here. So there's the butter, a little fresh parsley, a lot of fresh parsley actually, I like that. And then that goes right over the mussels. And we're serving this with a little crusty French bread, Mike. Just cut it in nice big pieces like that at the table. Okay, and we'll just tear this up. Now let's just start with the sauce for you, okay? I want you to just go ahead and take that little bit of bread there and dip it in that sauce on the bottom there.
All right.
I know it's a little bit early for seafood, but it's really nice.
Yeah, very tasty sauce.
Now, I'll tell you how a lot of people eat them. You can't eat these with a fish fork or something fancy like that. But what a lot of people do is just break that off, and they use this other shell like that just to loosen the mussel there. You can put a little of the sauce right in there, and people eat it just like this.
Wow.
Just like that, and it's very nice.
Well, we do try to make something a little simpler that you may not have thought about doing at home on your own, and this is one of those examples. If you'd like to access the recipe to this, all you have to do is go to kbtx.com, click onto the food page on featured links, and we'll have all the recipes that you see right here on Christopher's Kitchen. Until next time, Christopher Lampo, I'm Mike Wright.